this is not that bad. This is actually kind of fun. Can I get past the fucking legs, please? Crocheting new items is actually so fun. Glenda might be getting left in Oz. I don't know. Please. I had to just do my own thing. We're almost done, y'all. The sun is coming up in a few hours. It's just not all peaches and cream right now. It's 2:47 in the morning. We're almost done. Look at my hair. I'm gonna try to remain positive. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a great experience. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kendall Ty, and in this video we're going to be doing something so exciting. We are going to be crocheting our first ever amigurumi. So we're going to be making some plushies today, and we're going to be specifically making Elphaba and Glenda from Wicked and Wicked for Good. So I'm super duper excited to be doing this because y'all know I've been saying all year that I want to like branch out with my crocheting, start making new things and everything like that. And I haven't made anything new since June when I did my 14 days of crochet. You know, I made a couple of pouches, couple scrunchies. I made this cake box, so freaking cute. But that was 5-6 months ago, and it's time for us to do something new. So actually for the month of December and my 31 days of crochet, I'm gonna be challenging myself to make something new for majority of the month. So this is a perfect start. And to give you guys like a background, my coworker, he asked me a couple weeks ago if I could like crochet like a person or a doll, and I told him yeah, but I didn't really know like what he meant. And so he told me that he wanted me to make Elphaba for his girlfriend, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that if there's a tutorial online. So I looked it up on YouTube and found that there is a tutorial for both Elphaba and Glenda. So I was like, that's perfect. So I told him I could do it. I'm not gonna lie, I have been putting this project off for a minute. So tonight I'm gonna buckle down and get it finished tonight so I could give it to him tomorrow, because I didn't even tell y'all today is currently November 25th, and that means that Thanksgiving is in 2 days, so I need to give it to him tomorrow. So yeah, anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into the supplies that I have. Starting off with yarn, we have all of these yarns for Elphaba. So for the greens for her skin tone, I'm gonna decide which one I want to use. I think I'm gonna go with this one, which might be Big Twist. I'm pretty sure this is Big Twist, but it could be Red Heart. I had bought these from Michael's. This one I'm realizing is too bright in my opinion. I feel like it's just really too bright. So this one I could do, because this is actually pretty similar to this one. Whichever one works better with the crochet hook that I have is going to be what we use. Then for her hair, I'm going to use this dark brown. For her clothing, I'm just going to use black. This is from Michael's, and this I already had, so we're just going to see which one works better with the crochet hooks. And then for her broomstick, I'm going to be using these two brooms. I mean, these two browns. Next for Glenda, we have these colors. For her skin, we're going to be using this color. It's called Cloud. And then for her hair, we're going to be using this. And I hope that these two aren't too close together and that there's like a difference in them. I'm hoping. Then for her dress, I bought this pink from Michael's because I was thinking this might work better with the crochet hook. But I think I'm going to use this pink. Is this too, hold on, this might be too bright. I'm gonna go see if I have something else. Okay, I went to go see if I had any other pinks laying around, and I ended up finding this, and I think this is what I'm gonna use because it's a little bit lighter than the one I already had. And then hopefully this is enough, but if I run out, I think Walmart still sells this. And then I'm gonna be using white for her crown, and I don't know yet what color I'm gonna use for her wand. We'll figure that out when we get to it. And then the other supplies that I bought, I have a big thing of polyfill. Now I could have just used an old pillow, but that gives me a reason to do more amigurumi in the future. I got safety eyes. This is just a variety pack of different sizes. I have the two crochet hooks, a size 2.75 millimeter and 2 millimeter. And then I have a yarn needle, some stitch markers, and some pins. And I think that's everything other than like scissors. I really think that's everything. So I'm actually really excited to get started now that I just showed you guys all of the supplies. I feel like I've kind of been putting off this project a little bit because it is kind of intimidating starting something new, especially when you don't know how it's going to turn out. But I'm just deciding to let go of all of my expectations. I'm letting them go, okay? This is gonna be great. This is gonna be fun. I need to stop acting like I'm not a good crocheter and like I can't just watch the tutorial and follow along. And also I know that obviously if I run into any problems, I can look up extra videos or go to like another platform if needed, which actually brings us to the sponsor of today's video, which is Creative Crochet Corner. Creative Crochet Corner is your online resource for all things crochet, which is perfect for us because we love that on this channel, okay? They cover a wide range of topics ranging from beginner to advanced, like crochet hooks and supplies, crochet techniques, basic stitches, decorative stitches, clothing, accessories, house decor, and what we're doing today, amigurumi. After going through their amigurumi section, I saw that they had video tutorials catered to beginners, which is perfect for someone like me trying out a new style of crochet. And I even found a video specific to safety eyes, which just might come in handy during these projects. Their instructional videos are taught by talented and friendly crochet experts who walk you through each technique step by step with demonstrations, tips, and tricks. You can even connect with fellow crocheters to ask questions, share ideas, and get inspired. And as a member, you'll have access to live events where the instructors are engaging with the crochet community in real time. So whether you're brand new to crocheting, you've been doing it for a long time, or if you just need a new community, some new inspiration, or want to try something new, this will be perfect for you. Go to the link in my description box to get the first full year of Creative Crochet Corner Premium for only $149. This offer is valid for new members only. Happy crocheting, and thank you to Creative Crochet Corner for sponsoring today's video. Okay, really quickly, I wanted to show you guys the tutorials that I'm using. They're both by amigurumi. The first one I'll be using today is obviously for elphaba, and then this is the one for Glenda. So let's just go ahead and get started, y'all. I've done enough talking. Okay, so I just sat here and talked to my phone for like 2 minutes straight and it wasn't even recording, but I'm here to update you guys. First of all, if you couldn't tell, I'm no longer using that 2.75 millimeter hook. This is entirely too small. Like, okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, it's literally been like an hour and this is all that I've made. A little leg. I don't even know if this is the right size, if this is gonna be proportionate to the body, but I made a little leg, okay? So first of all, I restarted like 6 times. I'm not even gonna lie, because at first I was just trying to do it like a normal crochet project. Like they said, start with the magic circle, do a second row. And I'm like, okay, let me close off the row in between each row like normal. But then I noticed that in this tutorial, the person isn't mentioning closing off a row. So I'm like, in amigurumi, am I supposed to close off the row after I get to the end of each row? Like, I would think so, but I didn't want to do this incorrectly and be stressing myself out trying to close off the row every time. I should have did it, but it's like, this person's not showing it. So I'm like, are they doing it? I don't know. So I restarted a bunch of times and I decided, let me just crochet in the spiral. That might be so dumb of me to do, and I might have to redo this. If you've ever done amigurumi, let me know, or if it just depends on the pattern. So yeah, I'm also hungry and it's 11:30. I don't know if I told you guys that, but it's been an hour and I just might not be able to finish this by tomorrow. I don't know why I would give myself a new project to try and finish it in 12 hours. With that being said, I'm gonna try to remain positive. If I end up having to give this to my coworker on Friday instead of tomorrow, that's completely fine, or I'll let him know in advance. And because like we haven't even set up anyways. And I also just might give this to him for free or like a very, very low price, because this is my first time making it. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It could be completely wonky. And then it's also already taken me a couple weeks to finish. So he might get like a low price. I'm hungry and I'm tired. With that being said, I'm going to go downstairs, make a late night dinner, and I will see you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and make the second leg, I'm gonna film that vertically for 31 days of crochet, and then we'll just see from there. This is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a great experience. Yes. You guys, oh my god, this video. I know. Sorry, I dropped the other leg. This video, I just know it's starting off like not the way, it's just not all peaches and cream right now, because you guys, it's 2:47 in the morning. Look at my hair. Look at my hair. It's 2:47 in the morning. And I finally thought I was getting somewhere because I had literally connected the two legs. Then I realized I did a random increase in this leg. No, I realized that my number count was not matching up to the number count in the tutorial. I was supposed to have 22 stitches. I had 23 stitches. So I went back and I counted. I was counting. Why is there 10 stitches on this leg? There's supposed to be 9. And I found it. I found a random increase. It's 2:47, y'all. Like, it got to a point where, like, okay, once I started making progress, I was like, okay, cool. This is not that bad. This is actually kind of fun. Like, crocheting new items is actually so fun. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's just like, can I get past the fucking legs, please? Please. Can I get past the legs? Now I gotta find that dang increase again. I'm tired of counting. Then, yeah, at one point I realized, Kendall, you have stitch markers for a reason, so that you don't have to count, or so that if you lose track of what you're counting, there's a stitch marker. I honestly wasn't going to talk to you guys until tomorrow, when I was going to show you guys the fact that I crocheted her entire body, at least. But I just needed to update you guys tonight. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I just rubbed my earring out. I'll see you guys when there has been some substantial progress made. Guys, I hope I don't look too chopped. Okay, so it's currently Thursday, November 27th. It's 5:22 p.m. It's been like 2 days since I last worked on this project, this amigurumi doll, and as y'all saw, I got through majority of the head and I did like the facial features. So she has a little nose, I don't know if you can see it, and then she has the safety eyes, real cute. I don't know if I put them on right, but it's okay. And then we have her eyebrows, and I gave her some little lashes, so that was actually easier than I thought it was going to be. And so now I really should just go ahead and finish off the head and then take a break, go eat another plate of food, and then I want to edit this vlog a little bit, not this vlog but another vlog a little bit, and then I'm just gonna finish this tonight. Like, I need to finish this doll today because I'm kind of tired of doing it. Well, not really, it's just, I don't know, I just need to like move on to other things. We still have to do her dress, her arms, her cape, her hat, and her broom. So Glenda might be getting left in Oz. I don't know if I'm gonna make her. No shade, like, because I'm like, this, like, elphaba I'm making because someone asked me to. Cool. Glenda, nobody asked me to make Glenda. I just wanted to make Glenda so that I could take pictures of Glenda and elphaba together. But at this point, I could not care less. I could always make Glenda later in the month, like for the 31 days of crochet, even though I wanted to go ahead and get her out the way. I don't know, bruh. We're gonna see what I end up doing, because it's crunch time, basically. y'all don't care. This vlog is not about that. Anyways, so yeah, this is where I'm at on this amigurumi doll. It's actually like, the concept of amigurumi is not hard after I've gotten it down a little bit. I'm kind of enjoying it, I'm not gonna lie. It is like kind of time consuming and all of that, but it makes sense because you're making like a whole little mini person, so that makes sense. But yeah, I think everything is gonna come out pretty nicely once I'm finished, and I'm pretty excited to be done, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna go ahead, take a break, go eat, and I will be back later. Yes, I do have a football game playing on my projector, so that's what's going on right here. But it's a couple days later yet again. The last time we talked was on Thanksgiving, and it's currently, well, for me, it's still Saturday, November 29th, but it just hit midnight, so now it's Sunday, November 30th, aka the day this video is going up. Wow, that's insane. Anyways, so I'm here with the updates, right? Good updates. We're making good progress. So earlier today, around like, I don't know what time I started crocheting this. I think I started working on this at like 4 p.m. So I finished the rest of Elphaba's head and I put the polyfill inside of it. Then I did her dress, and then I also did her arms. Right here, did her arms. And then right now I'm currently working on her hair. I'm actually almost finished with it. Okay, for this part of the tutorial, they said to use a bigger hook or to crochet looser. So I just went ahead and used my regular hook size, which is a 4.5. And I hope that it's not like too big when I end up putting the hair on. I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I really just wanted to come on here and like crochet with you guys and also talk a little bit with you guys, because I just feel like, although this vlog doesn't need to be a yapping vlog, I have not talked to y'all at all. So I'm here to do just that. So really, I'm just here to share my thoughts on amigurumi and my first amigurumi project. I realized that okay, how do I want to word this? This was definitely a project that like I kept putting it off and procrastinating for no reason. Because now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, wow, making her dress didn't take that long. Making the arms didn't take that long. Yes, I did have to restart a couple times because I might have put an increase in the wrong place or miscounted or something. But like even doing the hair, which I thought was going to be the most tedious part, it's not that complicated and it's not taking that long. So I definitely think I could have finished this a couple of days ago, and I just should have stopped being lazy and just got it done. Also, I think that this being my first amigurumi project, I'm not mad at it, but I posted it on my Instagram story and someone swiped up and was like, maybe I should try, because I had posted like the first night when I started and I was really struggling and how it took me like an hour to do one leg, and someone had swiped up and was like, maybe I should try doing like a plushie or something with like plushie yarn or chunky yarn, something like that. And honestly, they're probably right. They're probably right. I think the next time I do amigurumi will be something like that, like a bigger project or something that doesn't take as much time, but we'll see. I have no clue what my next amigurumi project is going to be, but I definitely am going to do this again in the future. I just don't know when or what it's going to be. So if you guys have any ideas for me, let me know, because I know for sure I want to do like little keychains. Like I saw some keychains on Pinterest of like, well, not keychains. I saw someone crochet little pool balls. Y'all know like pool, like the game pool, like billiards. Yeah, y'all know that. So they crocheted like the little pool balls, and I thought that would be so cute as a keychain. And I also think I want to do like amigurumi hearts as keychains. Maybe if I made like a big amigurumi heart, that could be like a cute pillow. I thought about doing maybe like amigurumi aliens, because I feel like I could turn this into like an alien. And then doing like maybe like if I really got advanced, I can do like a mini me doll where like I would just crochet myself or crochet like a basic body, and then I would add the hair, and then I would make the clothes separately so I could change the outfits. That would be so freaking cute. So all of that to say, I was definitely too negative about this project. I kept putting it off because I was like, I don't feel like doing that. I don't feel like doing that. And also, it's December now basically, and I'm thinking about all the things that I want to do in December. And so y'all know that feeling when it's like you have a bunch of things that you want to do, that you're so excited to do, but you have this one thing that's stopping you, this one thing that you have to do first, and you're like, I don't feel like doing it. So yeah, that's what happened here. All of that to say though, I am definitely excited to like put this together. I think everything's gonna come together nicely. Hopefully assembling everything, like the arms and the hair, doesn't take too long. And I hope that it's not too complicated. All we have to do after this hair is her hat and her broom. I think the hat's gonna be pretty simple. It's just gonna be like a big increase. Like that's what I think it is. And then the broom might be a little tedious, but I think that that should be pretty simple as well. So I am excited to be finished. I have no clue if this video is going to include Glinda, considering I need to upload this video today basically. So yeah, I really think that's all the updates. I don't really need to be yapping. I guess I could tell you guys earlier today I watched my comfort movie. What's it called? Another Cinderella Story. I love that movie so much. I really put it on in the spur of the moment because I wanted to watch A Cinderella Story, the one with Hilary Duff, but they didn't have it anywhere for free. So I was like, you know what? Let's just watch Old Reliable, my comfort movie, my favorite movie, Another Cinderella Story. I love that movie. And then other than that movie, I've just been rewatching a bunch of Cameron Kane videos because she's one of my comfort YouTubers. My comfort YouTubers are Cameron Kane and Madison Denise. If y'all watch them, let me know. In my opinion, they're low-key like two opposite ends of like crochet vlogging, because Cameron does like very themed videos that are centered around like crocheting and reading. And Madison Denise, she just vlogs like her life, like whatever. And she does like, you know, if you watch her, then you know. But yeah, now I am actually just rambling, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop, and I'm gonna just come back to you guys when elphaba is all done, and then from there we will either start on Glinda or we will close out the video. So I will see you guys later.
Which I already stated, I'm leaving on Friday to Port Ramses for vacation.
So it's like 2 a.m. right now, and I'm working on the hat. I'm on row 22 of the hat, but I think there's like 28 rows or something. But I think I'm about to just go ahead and stop and like make the brim of the hat, because this is definitely big enough. The person doing the tutorial is using a smaller hook, so their stuff is a little different, but this is like big enough. This is definitely big enough. I do not need any more rows. I need to make the brim. We're almost done, y'all. We're almost done. Hi you guys, I just wanted to do another quick check-in, a progress update. I'm still working on elphaba. I'm not even going to tell you guys what time it is right now, but just know that the sun is coming up in a few hours. Okay, I did her hat. I didn't exactly follow the tutorial because it would have been a lot bigger, so I just went ahead and stopped right here. Y'all saw the hair? I don't know, I think y'all saw the hair. And I made the cape, and right now I'm doing the broom. But the reason why I'm checking in is because the tutorial says to put a pipe cleaner in the middle of the broom. I don't have any pipe cleaners, so I'm gonna use this like flower stem that I bought last year when I tried crocheting flowers for the first time, and I think this is gonna work. This should work. So I just wanted to show that. I have these like tweezers right here. See if this will cut. I don't know if this is gonna cut this. Nice. Cool. So I'm about to go ahead and finish up the broom, then we're gonna put everything together. I decided, granted this might change in the next 30 minutes, but right now I have energy. I don't know how I have energy. I had some soda earlier, maybe it's that, but I have energy right now, and I really think I'm gonna go ahead and start Glinda. But let me not even speak too soon, because for all I know, I could tell y'all I'm gonna start Glinda and then the video will be over with. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, you guys, about an hour later, I just finished this broom. I kind of had to abandon the tutorial and just do my own thing because I couldn't anymore. Like, this person is using such a small hook and they're just so good at the amigurumi and all of that, but like my hook is bigger, my yarn is thicker. I was struggling with the dang broom. I had to just do my own thing. Hopefully it looks like a broom. So with that being said, it's finally time to assemble this dang elphaba. Finally. So let me calm down. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together, and I'll be back with the final reveal.
I don't know, I might have a mental breakdown, but
Hi you guys, so it's later in the day. It's still Sunday, November 30th, literally the day this video is going up. I cannot believe that I'm saying that. Like, that's crazy. I've never done this, I don't know. Before we get into the last discussion of this video and we go over everything, I hope my hair doesn't look too crazy. I love the way my hair looks when it's natural, when it's not retwisted, but sometimes it can look a little wonky on camera. So I hope it don't look too crazy. Before I show you guys the final doll, even though y'all already just saw it in the last clip, I just want to say, oh baby, there's so much to unpack right now. Literally, I didn't even tell you guys what time it was when I was talking to y'all during those clips, but it was like 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. And by the time I finished, I think it was like 7 a.m. Yes, it was. Surprisingly though, I did not get sleepy until like almost 9 a.m. That's really concerning, but whatever. So I ended up going to sleep around 8 or 9, and I woke up at like 2, and I laid in bed for a little bit. I finished editing this video, and now we're here. So it's currently 5 p.m. As you can see, there's football playing. I got my pajamas on still. I have not left the house. I have not eaten anything. I have not done anything today. I've been in that bed. So yeah, honestly, I've done enough talking this video. Let's just go ahead and get into the final reveal. So this is our first ever amigurumi, and we made Miss Elphaba from the Wicked movies. I think that she came out super duper cute, especially for this being my first time doing amigurumi. Right now, I just have some stuff pinned down, like I have the broom pinned to her hand, and then I have the hat pinned to her head because I didn't want to glue anything down yet. I just texted my coworker asking him if he even still wants the doll, because for all I know, he might be like, girl, you took forever. I don't want it anymore. So I just texted him asking him, and then I'm going to ask him if he wants me to glue down the hat or if he wants it to be like removable, because right now the cape is removable, so you can take it off if you want, and then the broom is not glued to her hand, so we'll see. Oh yeah, also the hair in the back is pinned down. It's not completely done, but I just want to say that like this hair, gluing on this hair, trying to get it situated and pinned down was literally giving me such a hard time. I almost quit. I almost gave up, I'm not gonna lie. Because trying to just get everything to stay in place and making sure I'm putting it in the right place. And then I was watching the tutorial and it said to check the description box for a tutorial on how to sew the hair. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to sew down the hair. But then the tutorial was like, no, you can use fabric glue. So I was like, fabric glue, period. I'm gonna use my hot glue gun. Thank ya. Thank ya. So I did end up using my hot glue gun to get down the hair. And it looks pretty good. I guess I can show you guys what it looks like without the hat real quick. This is what it looks like without the hat. I think it looks pretty good. There is some residue left over from the hot glue gun, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I can cover that up or get it off. But other than that, I think everything came out really nicely. I'm actually so super pleased. So after doing my first ever amigurumi doll, I do have a few takeaways, like a few notes just for myself, and this might help anyone else who's ever gonna make something like this. For one, I need to just not be lazy, not procrastinate. Yes, it is a very detailed project. It has a lot of parts, but that's okay because the end result is so cute and there's no reason to procrastinate on doing it. Just get it done so you can move on to the next project and so you don't hate making this project. Cool. Next thing I would say, make sure that I use my stitch markers. Like, that would have made stuff a lot easier in the beginning if I would have just used my stitch markers to keep track of like the last stitch from the last row, because come to find out, amigurumi is not like regular crochet. You don't close the row at the end of it. You kind of just keep crocheting and crocheting and crocheting, so you have to keep count. Speaking of keeping count, I did use my agenda to like keep count of certain rows. I don't know if you can see, but there's like spots over here where I was literally marking down what row I was on just to keep track while I was like watching stuff, because I was losing track of how many rows I did too. So keeping track of the stitches and the rows with like a stitch marker or just writing it down definitely helped. And honestly, other than that, there was nothing that was like too hard. I would say if you're trying to crochet something and the tutorial calls for a very small hook, but you're not familiar with that hook, don't be afraid to size up. Yes, your project is going to come out bigger, but like, who cares? Because I'm glad that I ended up using a 3.75 millimeter hook instead of a 2.75 millimeter hook, because I could barely even maneuver the yarn with the 2.75 millimeter hook. So I'm very glad that I made that change. And if anyone is struggling with doing a very small project, I would suggest just do what you're comfortable with. If you have to start with a bigger amigurumi project, do that as well. And I really think that's all I have to say. As you can tell, we did not make Glenda. Glenda, it's okay. She's coming. We're gonna go pick her up from Oz. Cool. Make sure you guys stay tuned for my next crochet vlog so you can see how she turns out. Also, make sure you follow my Instagram and TikTok, Kendall Ty Design, so that you can see when I post this and so that you can see my 31 days of crochet, because I'm just so excited for everything that's to come. Now that I finally made something new, finally got through this project, I can catch up on orders and I can start making even more new projects. I'm so super excited for you guys to see all of those. This is my first time doing a video like this, like crocheting blank for the first time, and I am so excited to just keep doing more of these. If you guys have any suggestions for things y'all want to see me crochet before the year ends or in 2026, feel free to comment down below. Let me know how you like this video. Let me know what you think about this amigurumi doll. And yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of today's video. I never thought the day would come. But with that being said, I love you guys so much. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below any green emoji for elphaba. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye from the both of us.